Did you know that Jacobo Grinberg, one of the most profound scholars of human consciousness, believed that our mind could create and alter reality itself? This Mexican scientist dedicated his life to understanding how our emotions and thoughts are much more than passing ideas. According to him, we are all connected to a universal field of energy that responds to our vibration. And when we raise that vibration, something incredible happens, real change manifests. Today we are going to explore how you too can connect with that elevated vibration and begin to attract the experiences and transformations you desire. The key is to understand that our vibration is not just a temporary state, but a constant energy that we are emitting into the universe. And when that vibration aligns with our desires, change happens almost as if by magic. Let's start with a fundamental principle. Everything in the universe is in motion. This idea, which has been studied by both modern science and ancient spiritual traditions, is known as the principle of vibration. According to this principle, absolutely everything, from our thoughts to every cell in our body, is in constant oscillation. This means that every emotion, every word, and every intention we have moves at a specific frequency, and this is where the power of vibration comes into play. To visualize this, think of water. Our body is made up of 70% water, which means that we are incredibly sensitive to the vibrations we emit and receive when our emotions and thoughts are positive and elevated. That state vibrates at a high frequency and produces harmonic patterns both in us and in the world around us. But when we fall into low vibration emotions such as fear or doubt, these energies affect not only our mood, but also our body and ultimately our reality, a Japanese scientist doctor. Masaru Emoto conducted a fascinating experiment that reveals how our vibrations can influence water and, by extension, ourselves. Emoto took water samples and exposed them to different words, emotions, and intentions. Then he froze the water to observe the patterns that formed its crystals. The results were amazing. The water that received positive words or intentions like love or gratitude formed crystals of harmonic and beautiful shapes. Instead, the water exposed to low vibration words like hate or fear created distorted and chaotic patterns. This experiment shows that the energy of our thoughts and aeons not only stays in us but extends and has a visible effect on the physical world. And if this happens with water, imagine the impact it has on our own body and the reality we experience every day. Our vibrations are not static. On the contrary, they are constantly changing, and we have the power to raise them at any moment. This is the key to aligning our internal state with the reality we want to see manifested. If everything in the universe is in vibration, then to manifest something in our life, we need to tune into the frequency of what we desire. This idea is based on the law of resonance. When two similar frequencies meet, they synchronize and empower each other, mind. That is why when your thoughts and emotions are in harmony and vibrate at the same frequency as your desire, you begin to attract it towards you. Science also helps us understand this. Our thoughts generated in the mind have an electrical nature and can be measured through techniques such as the electroencephalogram on the other hand. Our emotions that arise from the heart have a magnetic nature and can also be measured when both thoughts and emotions vibrate at the same frequency. A state of constructive interference is created, that is to say, the two waves empower each other. This state is what we commonly call being aligned when we are at this high frequency. We begin to emit a clear and powerful signal that the universe understands. It's as if you become a magnet that attracts situations, people, and opportunities that vibrate at that same frequency, and here lies the true secret of manifestation. It's not just about thinking about what you want, but feeling it deeply vibrating from the heart, to experience how this alignment of thoughts and emotions can influence your life. I invite you to do a simple visualization exercise. First, Find a quiet place and sit comfortably, close your eyes and take a few deep breaths, allowing yourself to enter a state of calm and peace. Now clearly visualize that reality you desire. It can be a situation, a person, or a particular state of well-being. Imagine all the details of that reality as if you were already living it. Observe how you feel, what emotions you experience, and what thoughts you have. Allow yourself to connect deeply with that image to the point where you can feel the gratitude, the love, or peace that it brings you. As you hold that visualization, allow your heart to be filled with the emotions you experience in this new reality. Breathe into those emotions, causing them to vibrate strongly within you. This exercise not only raises your vibration in the moment, but also help your mind and heart to align with the frequency of your desired reality with constant practice. This vibration will become part of your natural state and will bring you closer and closer to manifesting that reality. But what happens when you leave the moment of visualization or meditation and face everyday life? Often, although we have reached a state of vibration during meditation, the daily routine with its ups and downs can cause that energy to dilute the key to attracting the change. You desire is to maintain a consistently high vibration, and this is achieved through practices that you can incorporate into your daily life. Gratitude is one of the highest vibration emotions and has the power to transform your energy almost instantly. When you feel gratitude, your frequency rises and your energy field expands. Creating a vibration that attracts even more things to feel grateful for is not only about being grateful for what you already have, but also about being grateful for what is to come. This type of gratitude creates a clear signal that you are already aligned with that desired reality. A simple exercise is to start each morning by making a list or writing down 3 things that you are grateful for. You can be grateful for small things like a hot coffee to achievements or people who make your life. Specials, spend a few minutes really feeling that gratitude. This feeling creates a powerful and sustained vibration throughout the day, helping you stay aligned with energies of peace, love, and prosperity. Another practice that can help you keep your vibration high is mindfulness or mindfulness. Many of the low vibration emotions arise when our mind gets stuck in the past or moves forward to the future. Worry and fear are in the future, while guilt and regret dwell in the past. However, it is in the present where you can find peace, gratitude, and clarity to apply. Mindfulness focuses on what you are doing at each moment without distractions. If you are washing the dishes, for example, pay attention to the sensation of the water in your hands, the sound of the running water, and the texture of each dish. This simple practice of being present can transform the way you perceive daily activities and can help you maintain a high vibration as it frees you from low-frequency emotions that originate in external worries. It should be mentioned that scarcity and lack are low-vibration emotions that often prevent us. Let's stay in an elevated state. Many people have a thought pattern based on what is missing in their lives instead of focusing on the abundance that is already present. This type of thinking creates a vibration that attracts more experiences of lack, whereas an abundance mindset opens the door to a life full of possibilities. To cultivate an abundance mindset, begin to observe the aspects of your life where you already experience abundance. It is not only about material goods. Abundance can also manifest in love, friendships, knowledge, and opportunities. Dedicate a few minutes each day to recognize the abundance in your life and allow that feeling of fullness to envelop you. This shift in focus not only raises your vibration, but also sends a signal to the universe that you are ready to receive even more, just as our thoughts and emotions have a vibration. So do the people and environments we frequent. When we surround ourselves with people who vibrate in emotions of love, joy, and gratitude, our own frequency tends to rise. However, when we constantly find ourselves in environments of negativity or surrounded by people who live in frequencies of fear or complaint, it can be difficult to maintain our own high vibration. To take care of your energy, start by paying attention to the environments that you spend the most time in. Are these places that inspire and nurture you, or are they usually sources of stress and anxiety? The same goes for the people in your life. While it is not always possible to completely avoid people of low vibration, you can choose not to absorb their energy. Practice energetic distancing whenever you feel that a situation or a person is lowering your frequency. This does not mean that you disconnect emotionally, but rather that you allow yourself to observe without letting those energies deeply influence. You breathing is also a powerful tool to raise and stabilize your vibration when you are faced with stressful situations or find that your energy begins to drop. Conscious breathing can help you return to a state of peace and balance by breathing deeply. You send a signal to your nervous system that all is well, and this calmness is reflected in the frequency that you emit to the universe. A conscious breathing exercise you can do is the following. Inhale deeply through your nose, counting to 4. Hold your breath for another 4 seconds and exhale slowly. Counting to 6, repeat this several times until you feel your mind and body calm down. This simple practice helps you release the tensions and return to a vibration of peace and harmony no matter what's happening around you. Another way to keep your vibration high is through music and movement. Music has a powerful influence on our frequency. Certain rhythms and melodies can lift us up almost instantly. Choose songs that inspire you and fill you with energy, and allow that music to surround you throughout the day. Movement also plays an important role in our vibration. When we move, we release stagnant energy and allow vitality to flow through us. Even a walk in the fresh air or a few minutes of stretching can make a big difference in your vibrational state. Exercise not only benefits the body, but also improves the emotional state by clearing the mind and helping to create a state of well-being that is reflected in a high vibration. If you commit to doing these practices to keep your vibration high, I invite you to leave a comment saying, "I saw high," and we challenge you to stay in that state of peace for the rest of the day. Something as simple as this can end up becoming your new lifestyle, because the truth is that maintaining a high vibration is not just something that what you do at specific times can become a way of life that influences every aspect of your existence. When you make this energy your constant state, you not only feel at peace, but you also begin to attract experiences and people that vibrate at that same frequency. This is the key to creating lasting change and manifesting a reality more aligned with your dreams. To make this high vibration become a lifestyle, it is important to develop a mindset of constant practice, just as a muscle strengthens with training. Your vibration also strengthens when each day you choose thoughts and emotions that support your well-being, and growth intention is the force that guides your vibration towards the change you desire. When you wake up each morning, take a few moments to set a clear intention for the day. This intention can be a word or a phrase that reflects the energy you want to manifest, such as peace, gratitude, or confidence. Setting an intention helps focus your energy and create a specific vibration that guides your actions and emotions. For example, if you set the intention of peace during the day, every time you face a challenge, you can return to that intention and remind yourself that peace is the frequency you chose to guide you. This will help you respond to challenges from a place of calm rather than reacting with stress or worry over time. This practice will allow you to make intention your predominant frequency, and you will notice how your thoughts and emotions begin to automatically align with that energy. Part of living in a high vibration is having the openness to see every experience, even the difficult ones, as an opportunity for growth. Sometimes situations that seem negative or people who challenge us have something valuable to teach us about ourselves and about the beliefs that are limiting us when we adopt this learning perspective. Instead of resisting difficulties, we choose to see them as opportunities to deepen our growth and expand our consciousness. Jacob Grinberg believed that reality is a construct of our mind, and by viewing the challenges in our lives with an open mind, we begin to free ourselves from the patterns that lower our vibration. We realize that we can choose peace over resistance love instead of fear, and this conscious choice raises our frequency and brings us closer and closer to the reality we wish to experience. Nature is an inexhaustible source of high vibrational energy, and spending time in it is one of the most effective ways of recharging our frequency by connecting with the natural environment. We align ourselves with the all-encompassing flow of life and effortlessly begin to vibrate at a frequency of harmony and peace. Incorporate outdoor walks into your routine, and if possible, practice deep breathing exercises. While surrounded by nature, you can simply sit next to a tree, observe the movement of the leaves, or listen to the sound of water in a river. These moments not only raise your vibration, but also remind you that you are part of a larger system, and that the same energy that nourishes nature is available to nourish you. As social beings, our relationships have a significant impact on our vibration. The people we interact with the most influence our energy and how we perceive the world to maintain a high vibration. It is essential to surround yourself with people who inspire you, who support your growth, and who also seek to raise your frequency. Does not mean that you should avoid all people who vibrate at a lower frequency. But it is critical to be aware of how these interactions affect your energy by learning to set boundaries and consciously choose your relationships. You will be able to protect your frequency and cultivate an environment that propels you towards a higher and sustained vibration. Remember that the frequency at which you vibrate not only affects what you attract, but also how you perceive the world. When you consciously choose to raise your vibration, you change the way you interact with challenges, the way you see your relationships, and ultimately, the reality you create for yourself. The transformation you seek begins within you, in the energy you decide to cultivate each day, so as you move forward on your path. I want to invite you to begin each day with the question, how can I raise my vibration today? Allow yourself to be guided by the answers you find within yourself and in the wisdom of your own intuition. Remember that change is not something that happens outside of you. It is an expression of the frequency that already resides within your being, and that you are cultivating moment by moment. As always, receive the hug of the entire team. We thank you for your presence, every comment, every interaction, and every minute you spend with us. See you soon. Stay awake.